How's it going, Sarah?
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
You have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there. I know people. Pissed off and fired up is better than dreary bleary. Come on.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun.
Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh.
I don't know how well I can sneak around as this giant Qunari warrior. Oh, hello. What do we have here?
What, the desk? Oh yes, center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
This is kind of a fun idea. We're trying to humanize the people in our group, our leadership. Oh, Josephine.
Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
You're making me uncomfortable now, Sarah. We got a thing going on. What's it pointing me at? The door?
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes!
Do I stop? Do I stop at Josephine? Maybe I should leave her out of this?
Sarah, I can't pull a prank on the chief representative of my Inquisition.
Oh, of course not. Can't risk appearances. That would be ever so common. Fine, be serious. Let's go.
Oh, come on. Sarah should be able to say something. They should have dialogue with Sarah reflecting the fact that I'm in a romantic relationship with Josephine. The game knows about that. Everyone's supposed to kind of know about that. People have been gossiping.
Right, something to get our shadow of birds loosened up. Gotta be something. Have a search.
Now, Liliana, she needs a prank played on her. She's in creepy, like, Russian Terminator mode.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there? Go!
That was the best possible outcome of that scenario.
You're fun. Sometimes, anyway. Better than most. Makes you seem normal. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'll start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good! And Corypheus would never do that. Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. Cheers to living before you die, yeah?
That was a fun little piece of nonsense. I'm always happy to get another moment with Sarah, because I think she is one of my favorite characters in Inquisition, even if I often disagree with her moves. It's easy to sympathize with a character whose primary motivation is, like, being there for the people rather than the power. That's a noble goal in general. So I like talking to her, and I'm happy that even after I've been playing for this long, we still have more cutscenes and dialogue with individual characters. I'm getting increasingly worried that they're going to just completely run out. So I'm trying to pace myself a little bit. Alright, welcome back to the war table. We got a little sidetracked with the little adventure we had with Solus, but I want to go check out that temple, or whatever we unlocked by the Exalted Plains, I think. I don't remember what it was. It's somewhere around here. The important thing is it's on the map now as a result of stuff we did in the Exalted Plains. And we'll be checking that out in a moment, but first, it's a good chance to get updated on the map. First of all, High and Hardtown, a worthy dwarf, the next step in our Varric's copycat killer novel ripoff storyline. Nightingale, we removed the dwarf from his home in Hightown. He had another manuscript in progress which we burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea. Apparently he has a beef with Varric for setting up the Champion of Kirkwall with another runecrafter. He ranted about better beads and true dwarves, and then declared himself the greatest writer in Thedas, at which point Fletcher laughed so hard she started choking. The dwarf is a menace. And he claims he didn't send a note to Skyhold. Cooper. Alright, is this going to be the end of this Hard and Hightown storyline, or is there going to be another lead when we find out that someone else sent the note to Skyhold? The reason why they were so... For anyone who doesn't remember, the reason why they burned, doused in acid, and threw into the sea the manuscript and then laughed so hard about the writing is because they were so sick of reading the terrible, terrible book that this person wrote while they're trying to decode it. And so the long process of looking through it for code made them especially testy about it. Celebrate the dragon slaying. This is since we killed our first dragon a long time ago, we had the opportunity to milk it for what it's worth. Such sheen on her scales, a beauty indeed. Your gift will allow my imagination to take flight. Oh, such things I have dreamed of crafting for so long. In return, Heron will send all my collected notes. A bit scattered, perhaps, but maybe your own smiths will find them of use. Wade. So, I had the choice of, let's throw a party about this and as a show of power for this dragon slaying, or let's use this dragon, use the parts of the dragon to get potentially more, crafting more crafting goods, basically, which it sounds like the notes may make it so that my smiths can make new things, so I get new recipes maybe. And hey, superb amulet of willpower. So amulet that gives you a lot of willpower. That's good because I think what is it? What does willpower do? Oh, willpower affects your attack percentage. I think I almost said crit, but I think that's cunning. I'm pretty sure I think I remember hearing that willpower is basically the best stat in the game on a universal level, like just no matter what class you are, like willpower is just good no matter what. So that's good. That'll be a good item to have. The other last little piece, the power for a price. A formal document with impeccable filigree. The Inquisition is a sight to behold. A commander of legions, hearts, and minds. It is worthy. Your Inquisitor is worthy, and my masters are pleased. I will bring my wares, and together we will extend your reach ever further. Now you trade not just in treasures, but in will. The esteemed Ferris, the representative, 30 influence. That was just a really basic, not very interesting quest of like, hey, you're growing in influence, maybe you should do this thing to get more stuff, and the end. We can go all over the place at this point to look into stuff. I'm just gonna click on this real quick. There's repeatable quests in here you can get for like, you can use them to get money and resources. I'm just clicking on them real quick to make them go away because they have distracting little diamonds over them, and they're not priorities if they don't even have... Yeah. These ones aren't even missions that go anywhere. They're just dumb little repeatable things, so they're not very interesting. And if I clear them out, they stop flashing, which makes it easier to see how many... Like, wow, look how many I just cleared out. So there's 2 diamonds here, and there's 2 diamonds here. So, assuming there's not something I clicked on and got out of on accident that is not a resource gathering mission, we're actually getting we're starting to clean out this map pretty thoroughly. Get out. There's the resources. Those are 2 zones I can go to, which I will. Support from. Okay, these are all real quests. Okay, yeah, we're pretty much down to real quests for the most part. Oh, this one. I'll definitely go after this real quick. Alright. A favor returned. This is a quest that doesn't have a diamond over it, so I might as well click on it so I don't lose track of it while it's floating off here in the corner. Ambassador Montliet. It was lovely to see you at the Winter Palace. Your presence in the court is like the emergence of the first lilies in spring. In the spirit of friendship, I am offering the Inquisition a unique opportunity. You may be aware that King Wilhelm of the Anderfels is about to celebrate the 3rd birthday of his only son, Prince Baldwin. The festivities will be quite lavish, and representatives from nearly every court in Thedas will be bringing gifts. Wilhelm is an exceedingly pious man, even for an Ander. A gift from the Herald of Andraste delivered to the party could earn the undying approbation of the Anderfels. With regards, Celine Valmont. Well, the only option is Josephine. I know exactly what to send, we only need a messenger. Pretty straightforward. Just another moment of diplomacy for our diplomat, but it's good to trigger that real quick because it didn't have one of those triangles saying, this is new. So it was good to get that before I miss it again. All this stuff's done, right? Yeah. A lot of the war table's getting done. Which, hey, I won't be completely against finishing everything, because that means that I won't have to come to this table anymore at some point, unless I'm doing a new story mission. Investigate Lord Enzo of Antiva. That sounds neat. We have had very little impact. I mean, we have had very little encounter, is what I meant to say, with Antiva, and most notably their Antivan Crows, which is their assassin division that we're so familiar with in the previous game. So our options are Josephine and Liliana. Josephine's busy, so I can only use Liliana because Cullen is completely busy. A report from Antiva. I mean, Cullen's not busy. Cullen can't do it. A report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Josephine says, I have a cousin in Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Liliana's agents. That's weird that this is a Josephine method, but it uses Liliana. That's very unusual. Lord Enzo attends the theater on the same night each week. His home is empty, save from a few servants. During that time, my agents could pay a visit. Well, that makes Josephine sound pretty redundant if I can also use Liliana, who can just as easily pick any other time where he's busy. So, go for it, Liliana.
Inquisitor.
Sneak in while he's away. Now, okay, so this is not a colon mission at all. What sounds like a colon mission? That's not a colon mission. Stop the rumors. May not be a colon mission either. That sounds like a diplomatic mission. The Archives, College of Magi, support from Navarra, freeing mercenaries, House of Ladaris. And these are both locations. I think if I were to make a guess, freeing the Valakos mercenaries sounds like something that troops could do, so that's probably a colon mission. Commander, by all reports, this cave of... Let's see. Oh yeah, Josephine and Liliana can't do this mission at all, so I totally nailed that. Wow. Commander, by all reports, this cave the Qunari were taken to is heavily fortified. We cannot estimate how many fanatics are inside or what defenses they have in place, nor do we know for certain the prisoners are still alive. Extreme caution is warranted, Captain Rylan. Cullen says send in troops for an assault on the cavern. Alright.
Inquisitor.
So we sent Josephine and Cullen to do missions that are completely exclusive to them, so not really a decision to be made there, just progress. And we sent Liliana instead of Josephine to intercept someone's mansion that is a potential enemy. Any of those missions might have follow-ups, but looking at the screen right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm seeing 7 total war table entries, not counting potential follow-up to the ones I just sent people on, left on the entire table, which is certainly more closer to being done than I've ever been before. Things are, for the first time since we came to Skyhold, I'm starting to actually feel like I'm starting to get ahead of things on this crazy table. I can't even imagine doing this outside of a Let's Play, because if I was marathoning this game, the actual time wouldn't be passing fast enough, but because I record only an hour or 2 or 3 at a time, and then come back the next day or 2 days later or something to proceed, that's generally how I go. All of these cooldowns suddenly become way more possible. Varric approves. Varric approves because we just did a mission. We did the Hardened Hightown mission for him. How good is a willpower amulet? 10 willpower versus 10 constitution. So, just to do a quick reminder, let's take a quick look at what willpower does, just to remind ourselves. Character strength and of mind and personality, each point increases attack and magic defense. Alright, yeah. Basically, it increases your attack, your damage, period, and your defense against magic. So that's a great stat for anyone who's dealing damage. Probably a good thing to give to one of my rogues if they don't already have a great necklace, which they often do. Who's talking? Are you talking? You're not talking at all.
Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
I don't know where that is. Oh, this is the weird under area of Skyhold that I never walk into. I don't think my chances.
So bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
I don't think my chances are very good of actually finding this person that's talking. Where are you? Oh, it's the cooks. Maybe these people were talking. We found our way into the cooks area. I think I've explored a little bit, but I've never found this area before at all. This Skyhold is just the most bafflingly... This is the most massive hub. The Skyhold's got to be bigger than all of the other hubs in all of the other BioWare games, as far as, like, you know, like your bases in Mass Effect and Dragon Age. I think if you took all of those homes and stacked them together, maybe even including Haven, it would still not be as big as Skyhold. It's insane. A note from the Skyhold kitchens, again. If I ever find out who put the turnips in the fireplace, I will personally feed them into the meat grinder. Head cook Donathan. A bunch of notes here. Yet another note from the kitchens. How many times do I have to say this? If it falls on the floor, it's still good to eat. Head cook Donathan. A note from the Skyhold kitchens. Request for supplies. Potatoes, flour, dried peas, salted meat, willow sticks, 4 to break in the new kitchen hands. Another note from the Skyhold kitchens. Once again, please keep the elf out of the kitchen. And check the sugar daily to make sure it's still sugar and not salt. Head cook Donathan. Beneath this is written, try keeping this out, followed by an arrow pointing towards a crude drawing of a phallus. Did the elf draw a penis? Is that what happened? We have penis drawings from elves. Where does this door lead? Oh, hey, this takes me right back down to where Blackwall was. I will never get a hang of, where half these hallways lead. Although, to be fair, very little reason to go in half of them. But let's go back to where I just was, actually. Take a quick look over there. That was all of my... Yeah, this is my collection of alcoholic beverages we've been finding throughout the game. This is looks like a shelf for all of the Grey Warden ales that I've been finding, where they take a bunch of different pieces of alcohol, just sort of mix them together. They seem to be just mixing up whatever they find, basically, into one thing. And these are all the specific ones. Aquamagus, Alvado's Bathtub Boot Screech, Vintage 9 Rowan's Rose. Yeah, all the crazy stuff I've been finding. So there's a specific room for different collectibles, and I've been collecting a lot. It's good to know that there's a location that represents the effort you've put in. Oh, now I've been here before. Yeah, I've been here once, but I think I completely forgot about its location. This must be some sort of library. I wonder if these are all documents that are unique to this location, or if this is a place where documents show up if you miss them in missable areas. The Folly of General Not Sheraton. 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of Not Sheraton was claimed a grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they would have the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and wary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheraton, imposing less than half the prescribed lashes and sparing her and her lord the gallows. They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheraton was henceforth her name. So there's a bunch of documents around here in this room, but I've done a lot of reading already this episode and wandering around, and I'd like to just get back onto the next quest line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read all of these things right now, but I'm going to edit them into future episodes, so that'll just be a thing. I'm just going to space them out that way. That seems like a better way of handling this than to marathon them all right now. Because there's a very real risk that I'll completely forget how to get about this room and never read these things again. So, I'll see you guys in that temple or whatever. Jump cut. Alright, we're headed towards the Lost Temple of Dirthamen, which is a place we discovered evidence about when we were interpreting those elven runes a couple episodes ago. And as you can see, Sarah's emblem has changed as a result of our ongoing interactions. Alrighty, let's find out what this Lost Temple of Dirthamen has for us. Oh, Leliana's done already. Good for her. What? Solus? Solus, what did you do? First of all, really quick, Lost Temple of Dirthamen. Oh, it's already selected. Okay, God of Secrets. Cillian's reading of the glyphs has revealed the locations of the Lost Temple of Dirthamen. Who knows what secrets this ancient elven ruin may hold? Investigate the area. It being an ancient elven ruin, I kind of expect more like what's it called, the giant hand or dead hand or whatever we went to before. This might be another puzzle zone if we're lucky. Once again bringing along Solus and Varric and Sarah. Might as well light up. Normal fire or normal fire. Okay. Do a little bit of exploring. Someone's been here, they say. That'll explain the book we're finding. Explorers in the Temple. This small book appears to be a collection of notes, judging by their dates, written over a period of 3 years. They chronicle the search for something called Dirthamen's Wisdom by Norwegian archivist Lord Grecian Fowl. The elven god of secrets disappeared along with all his kin, or so their legends claim. Yet his priesthood remained behind, and the priests were said to possess the ability to see and know all. I believe this to be the result of magic and not a divine gift. Magic locked in treasures that remain to this day. With the aid of my companions, I hope to prove it. I believe I have found the Temple of Dirthamen, the resting place for the wisdom, or at least the location, of the last high priest who was said to possess it. And from all I have gathered, it might be possible to summon the high priest's spirit from the ether here in this place. Impossible? Yet Dirthamen's rituals will evidently allow it. Perhaps one of the oldest secrets we know of will be revealed to us here. Dun dun dun. I gotta say, on some level, it being like, it's research that took place here over the course of 3 years. Oh, that's why he said someone's been here before. The really obvious tent. That is more of a giveaway than the book, I guess. But yeah, there was a whole camp here. Apparently people did extensive research here. A noteworthy part being, of course, that can I light a fire? What about Vasti? Can you take a fire? No? I was hoping to light a torch just to get some light in here. I can't help but find it weird that BioWare likes to set up these scenarios where this person worked on this place for years and they couldn't figure out what to do. Then you walk in and you're like, I'm going to stumble through this place in like an hour or less and probably just grab everything and it's going to be no big deal. That's kind of what happened in Legend of Grimrock 2 also, is famously this guy struggled forever to figure out what this place was like, and then I just wander through in X number of hours and beat the whole game. Ta-da! What do we have here? Oh, it's a cairn covered in fire. It looks like it has a little smiley face on top of it. That's weird. Random documents and bones and goblets and jumbled stuff that I can't interact with for some reason. A wolf statue. We're going deeper. Ooh. And we have enemies. They're zombers. They're a bunch of zombers. I'm gonna wreck their shit with a double shot. Through the power of... Oh, he's dead already. Well, at least I got to shoot nothing. That was exciting. Did anyone not notice me yet? Oh wow, he's level 7. Die. That's adorable. Alright. Well, here we go. A torch. A Veilfire torch. Veilfire is fine, but mostly I'm just like, yay, a light source. That makes my exploration... gives me a brighter ring real quick. I'm going to backtrack a little bit just because the Veilfire rune... There's often a rune in the area when they give me a torch. So I may as well scrape up and down the walls in this area real quick just to see if it was behind me already. Because they could totally do that as a sneaky trap. A sneaky trick. Alright, moving forward. We lit that up. There's another cairn covered in... Oh, Another cairn with a little smiley face on top of it, sort of. Oh, there's our rune in plain sight. Okay. Runes of the Lost Temple. Oh, there's a codex. Oh yeah, that's what this is. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen. We few whisper here, where shadow dwells. Some words remain unuttered. Truths are pushed down, down where they shall never rise again.
It's strange that I can understand that.
The secrets of this temple have remained unspoken for too long. They wish to be known.
That's some Doctor Who logic right there. Wibbly wobbly languagey wanguagey. I'm gonna abandon that one. So we need to find a series of runes throughout the entire area, exploring each direction, I presume, and probably solving a puzzle here and there, if I were to guess. This seems like it would have puzzles like the hand place did. It'd be almost weird if they didn't. I assume I have to scrape up and down every wall, but maybe the runes will be in relatively obvious places.
This place is bigger than you'd think.
No way through this gate. Wonder what it's made of.
This door can only be opened by some kind of mechanism. So I can't open that door yet. I have to check somewhere else. I saw down that hallway there's another rune, but I'm going this way first because it's closer. That looks like a rune location. Chamber of Misery. Am I gonna get attacked here? Is it a trap? Is the misery that I have to pick more mushrooms? Because I'm starting to feel a little miserable picking so many plants over the course of this game. It was a little more endearing near the beginning, but after 90 episodes, you're like, alright, getting a little tired of picking things up. Take the head of misery. Oh no. I assume that the head of misery, I'm probably going to find a whole bunch of body parts and put them together somehow, but I assume the moment I grab this, something bad's going to happen. Varric, you grab it. You've survived red lyrium and other bullet. Hey, he's immune to, he's like resistant to magic, so maybe resistant to some kinds of traps? Requires Velfire. Oh wow, only I can see it. What if I stand right here? Can Varric then grab it? Nope, the moment I switch to Varric, it's not even there. Okay, the mage needs it. Now bad things happen. So what do we have here? We have multiple enemies in a circle here. Just regular zombies, it looks like, so not such a big deal. Really quick. AoE bubble the group. Ice some fools up. Yeah, there we go. Nice shatter combo. Really low level enemies, so I'm not super concerned right now. Really, level 11 and 7. So this place, despite the fact that you have to
Warm. Juicy, too. Pleasant.
It is alive, because the creature connected to it is alive. It is but one piece of the whole.
So we do have to find a bunch of body parts and combine them. I figured as much. What I found weird is, where am I putting these? Probably somewhere closer to the back of the cave or something. What was I saying? I find it weird that you have to go through so much of the Exalted Plains of exploring to get to this point where you're doing this quest to get here. But then this place scales to level less than the Exalted Plains itself does, which is weird. It's I guess it's kind of like how you can go through a whole zone, and then at the end, the freaking... Is this what I wonder if I have to do everything else to get here first. Maybe that's the last door I'm going to go in. We'll find out. Going down the only hallway that I have left to go down. It is weird that a place where, like, if they know you have to go somewhere else first to get here, it's weird that that place scales more, and that this place has a cutoff where it's not leveling past, like, level 7 and 11 for some of these enemies. I guess that'll just make it easier to explore and do puzzles in. A quick look-see around. Was that? Oh, another torch. I'll light every single torch I find, not only because it's fun to complete the torch lighting ceremonies, because like I like in oh my god, Solus, are you okay? Solus, okay, I jumped out of it. That was weird. I was levitating. I was Casper the Friendly Elf. I like lighting every torch possible just because it makes the area light up and easier to look at, both for you guys and just because I like the look of it in general. Some sort of switch. Let's find out what it does. Like oh, what's that? Oh, it's the torch. Like in Dark Souls, when you get to the gutter and stuff like that, I love lighting it up just because it looks cooler, of course. But in addition to that, whenever I'm chiming around, it's easier to see what stuff I can interact with if I pick up all the random shit. because it's more stuff off my map. Explorers in the temple. A number of notes are scribbled on the scroll, many crossed out or written in their angry letters. Intense angry letters. Reveal the heart, unite it with the flame. Together they will form the key to liberation? Advancement? The translation is not clear. I also do not think this brazier is the flame it speaks of. So reveal the heart and unite it with a flame. We're mixing a flame with a heart. The tongue of whispers. And now we fight. AoE bubble. Everyone having a good old time. Here come the bad guys. AoE weaken. Enjoy that. Blammo. Blammo. Yay. The party's so powerful that I don't have to worry about shit. Everyone's weak. They're at the end. Alright. Give me my torch. Need that. Whoa. 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 Oh, okay. He stopped doing it. For a second there, he was holding the torch in the same hand. Oh, a rune. The lost temple of Dirthamen. Dirthamen is gone, he said. Our highest one brings us to the gravest news. What shall we do? Where shall we go? What of the old secrets that burn within our hearts? I was just having a glitch where Solus was holding a staff and the torch in the same hand, so it looked like he had a really crazy looking, like, burning staff covered in blue flame. I'm like, that looks incredible. Looked that way all the time, but then he put the staff away, so it stopped clipping through. I had a similar situation earlier in the game, back when we went to whatever the first desert area is called. I'm kind of blanking on it right now. Not Western Approach, but before that, like the zone before that. There was a scene where Solus he had his hand out, and past his hand, there was he had like a flame. It might have been Solus or it might have been Vassi. That was one of the other. Well, it was both of them, but I can't remember which one was which. One of them was holding a torch, but the other one was holding the flame. Like one of them had a floating flame and was the technical carrier of the Veilfire, I think. But the other one was holding the actual Veilfire torch, but it had no flame on it. It was completely baffling. There's some strange glitches in this game, which is common when a game is so big. I don't really know what elements my attacks are. I'll just throw all of them at you. Go back to auto-attacking? There we go. Did not mean for auto-attack to stop. So what's behind this mystical barrier? This place that is clearly biased in favor of both elves. This place is clearly in favor of elves and mages, so it's logical that this is a place to bring Solus, because he's your elven mage. Also, Sarah doesn't give a shit about anything that you'll find in here. Explorers in the temple. They came for me in the night, but I won't let them take it. I'll find Dirthamen's wisdom on my own. Those traitors want riches for themselves? They won't have a clue how to decipher the remainder of the ritual. Let it be known that I, the Lord Gratian Fawkes, am not to blame for what befalls them. I am not to blame for any of this.
Another one of the explorers?
Died with his loot. That's stupid.
So everything went sour. What was his loot they died for? How does he have an Inquisition scout hat? Aww. Poor randomized loot. This is where you stop making sense. How could this guy who did this expedition, who knows how long... Oh, wait, no, he's all fleshy still. I just noticed the corpse is right there. He still has fleshy legs, so he could have died recently, actually, so never mind. I thought that this was long lost notes, so I was like, how the fuck does he have an Inquisition helmet if the Inquisition's relatively recent, and he's not, but apparently maybe he is. Going deeper. Surprisingly linear area so far. I was expecting it to fork out in a bunch of different directions at once, but it's kind of all one jagged hallway with a few minor detours that you quickly do and then go back to the main path. I assume when I do all of these, the door near the front will open.
And the torch goes out.
Oh no! That was my oh no! You put up my Veilfire torch. Oh no! There's a rune back here, so I have to somehow get the Veilfire torch past it. Oh, maybe it's through that way. Doing a quick search around. Boom. Does this glow make it easier to see? Yeah, casting barrier on myself kind of makes it easier to see. Let's use Varric to open up that locked door. I'll be really bummed out if I have to go all the way to the beginning of the area again just to unlock the... Sorry, surprise coughing fit got me completely off guard. I'll be really disappointed if I have to go all the way back to the beginning of the whole place just to get my Veilfire. Oh, there it is. Never mind, we're fine. Ta-da! Alright, so I'll grab this rune over here, then go back through and we'll be fine. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen? Our highest one, he deceives us. The honeyed words that drip from his tongue. We know the despair they mask. We disciples of Dirthamen know truth. Now as ever. So we're getting there as far as number of runes go. Alright. Mushrooms and a Dalish slasher. Another note from the expedition. Explorers in the temple. I don't care what Lord Grecian claims. There were voices last night, whispering to us in our sleep. It's not silly fears, it is this place. Is it worth finding this artifact he hunts, if it attracts spirits to us as we search? And how did the spirits know our names? They knew personal things, events I would rather forget. I would leave if it did not mean foregoing my entire pay after months of work. So, Grecian died behind a barrier in a paranoid state. What if Grecian was just driven mad by Paragon's Luster, Coolio? What if Lord Grecian was just sort of driven mad by the threat of what these spirits know, and no one was actually after him? Maybe no one was hunting him down, and maybe the temple's spirits just made him think he was. Lost Temple of Dirthamen. The highest one promises safety. I shall protect our ancient secrets. He claims all that Dirthamen once granted us will be safe. But it is our blood he seeks, a sacrifice dark and unholy, a prison of evil to keep us in and all else out. This is a little tough to juggle because I have to keep in my head. There's one story from the runes and one story from the discoveries we're finding next to all the dead explorers, and those are two different things. Although they probably, knowing stories in general, will probably have parallels. Is this the Hands of Torment? We're about to get attacked. Hey everybody, you having a good old time? Self bubble. Everyone's good. Hey bad guys. AoE. Attack, 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 attack. Another AoE. Just to keep wailing on everybody. And then everyone died horribly. Freeze some dude. Another AoE. Ta-da! Invincible. Ooh. What is that for doing? I actually don't know. Let's check real quick. Ta-da! Oh, don't tell me to sign into PSN. Ah, fuck it. Well, I'll find out what Invincible does later, and you guys can look it up on your own or whatever. But I unlocked a new trophy, which is a rare sight in this game because it's like 500 billion years long in duration. So a new trophy doesn't exactly happen every 5 minutes the way it does in a lot of the other games I play. This ain't no Saints Row 4 where every single freaking main story mission and every handful of glyphs you pick up is suddenly like, alright, there you go. New trophy, look how great you are. Ornate Elven Key.
Lead. Somewhere back in the ritual area, perhaps.
I wonder if this key somehow gives me access to... First of all, what's this pulley do? I don't know. Oh, maybe it opens the door. Maybe. I think what happens is you need to lockpick this door with fine tools and deft hands or whatever, but I think that's only from this side. If I lockpicked it from this side, I'd have to use Varric or Sarah. But if I upgrade from this side, I could just pull the lever probably and it would just open. I think that's what's going on there. Either way, clearly I have access to the door, pulled the lever just in case, so if it does anything, then that hopefully happened. So just gonna keep exploring deeper and deeper. So, the sanctuary. I'm feeling lonely here. Everyone's evil. Explorers in the temple. This human man was a warrior. Dead for perhaps a few months. His skin is dried and stretched over his bones. From what you can tell of the corpse, he was stabbed in the back. An expression of terror remains locked in the rictus of the dead man's face.
One of the explorers. Or his remains, anyway.
Things really did not end well for the explorers here. From a role-playing perspective, part of me thinks, like, it might be reasonable, like, for me as a completionist, I'm just like, do every quest, explore every area, no exceptions, yay. But if I was role-playing this in like a Dungeons and Dragons type setting, sorry, I had another little coughing fit that I had to pause for. Yesterday I
The
recorded...
heart of this place. Here is where the ancient rituals and prayers took place.
Yesterday, for Sad Games, I recorded about 2 hours of little quickie, like, one-off videos for games that we just do one quick video of, and then we did 5 hours of Sonic Boom and finished the game, so that's 7 hours of recordings in one day, just for my other channel that isn't even this channel, so... Oh, I just put out the fire. That was really dumb. Oh, there's tablets to examine. My point is that I've been talking a lot this weekend, and it makes it so that my throat gets itchy and painful, and sometimes I just randomly start coughing for no good reason, and that's frustrating. Place the head of the misery.
I recommend caution. There is no telling where this ancient ritual will lead us.
I wonder if I'm supposed to put them down in a specific order or just put them all down in general. Oh, there's a thing. They're just showing up now. But I only have 3 of the parts, so I need the other 3. Anyway, what I was getting at before is that the if I was here in a Dungeons and Dragons genuine role playing above all else setting, I might leave this area. And I might advocate the group leaving the area because the dangers we're seeing that befouled the previous group may not make it worth exploring. But the video game player in me can't stop. Explorers in the Temple. A series of papers and notes are stuffed into a small booklet. It is stained with dried blood and covered in dust. The most legible entry is the last. We're still not certain why Lord Gresham ran off during the night. The others think it's the nightmares, though they say it's voices that speak to them. We took a vote and decided to continue the search for Dirthamen's wisdom. If we don't, we forfeit everything we've worked towards. Trying to piece together all of Gresham's notes won't be easy. All I can think is that we need to put the relics revealed by the braziers into these flames. It's all part of some elven ritual, I suppose. The only gruesome part is all these desiccated organs. Lord Gresham believes that they are part of the high priest of this temple, and that we're somehow reassembling him. I find it unsettling that the elves would have disassembled their high priest in the first place. That is an entirely valid point to make, sir. I think that must be the voice of reason type person that we keep getting notes from along the way. That seems to be relatively immune to whatever's making other people go cray-cray all up in here. So that pretty much verifies what I thought earlier of that Lord Gresham probably just wandered off, out of paranoia that was probably enforced by the spirits around here or whatever's going on. I have to very slightly backtrack just to grab the Veil Fire, because I made the very stupid move of walking into like the only waterfall in the area and putting it out. Alright, I'm going to continue going around the entire chamber clockwise, using every door and so on that I can use along the way to see what we can find. Magically sealed, so I assume we have to finish the ritual to open that door, then. Or that's a logical procession anyway. Some more torches. Alright, let's do it. Do you open? You do open. Okay, so we'll probably get another part in here. Oh, this is apparently what the key was for that we found on that corpse on the opposite side of the room. So we had to do that side first and this side later, no matter what. Although that didn't really impact me because I just casually walked in. This lever must open a door. Is it this side door? Sure is. Weird, the lever's not really going to stop anyone from doing anything if it's just sort of hanging out right there. That's just the lever being seen through the wall. Trying to be thorough here. Obviously there's a big spot I can bash through. Lighting more torches for increased visibility and potential completionism. Can I hop over this wall? I sure can. Chamber of the Unheeding. Was I supposed to skip over that wall? Or is I supposed to go all the way around?
I believe I sense one of the artifacts of my people.
God damn it. I hadn't walked into it yet. How did Sarah get in there? Oh my god, the whole party teleported in there. They're magical. I may have just made things a little confusing by going that way and hopping over that wall. Uh-oh. I am at risk of losing track of where I am. Maybe we'll backtrack a little bit. Oh, there's a Veil Fire spot. You're right, that's the one I just lit. So we can't go in that direction if we want to keep the fire with us. So I have to approach from the other direction. Oh! The Ears of the Unheeding. Body part number 4. Barrier the group for the incoming fight so that no one really probably takes damage at all. freeze that arcane horror solid so he can't do shit. Blast some shit at him. Have fun dying, buddy. More weakness. Is there a guy behind me? Oh, there is a guy behind me. Oh shit. Let's get out of there. I don't want to be in there. Gross. Alright, quick group bubble. Now everyone's safe again. And all was good in the universe. Oh, the weak one's still over there on the right. Weird. I really would have expected him to have died by now. This party should be pretty focused. Do I need to actually manually tell everyone to... I can't really target him, can I? I don't know. I can't really tell what... It's really hard to see in here. There we go. Oh, everyone is told to attack him. Okay. Oh, he has 15,000 hit points. That's a lot. Just gotta keep wearing on him, right? Oh, enemy's gone. Yeah, they're going down. They're going down slowly. Quick group bubble to keep us going. This is the most dangerous fight we've had all day. It's totally out of whack with the difficulty of everything we've had up to this point, really. But it died all the same. So, now we have 4 of the remains. 2 to go. So far, no puzzles here, unless you count go find all the things and put them on the thing, a puzzle. I don't really count that as a puzzle. I count it as busy work / the basis of most quests and RPGs at this point. Not to be condescending about it or anything, it's just when I came in here, because of our previous Elven ruin that had the kind of cool series of almost Tomb Raider style puzzles, I was kind of expecting more puzzles in that vein. So can I thread the needle and walk down the middle and not put out the fire, or does it always go out when I walk through here? Ah, it always puts it out. That's kind of bullshit. If they made a complete, if you make a complete waterfall that covers the entire doorway, then I'd be totally fine with it, because it's like, oh, you can't get through there, but it looked like you could totally fit through there. Another soulless relic?
It should be harder for tears to form here.
That's one of the most consistent and ongoing quests in the entire game, is the Solus's quest to activate those relics with any mage in the party. I'm finding those in every zone of the entire game, and just random corners here and there. It's kind of surprising how consistent they stuck to that particular puzzle, when so many characters' personal quests are exclusive to specific regions. Switching really quick to Vasti to beat down this door. Goodbye, wall. We didn't need a wall there anyway. So where does this wall take us? We have Ghoul's Beard. That's a... I believe that's a... stop jumping. Can I collect it? I'm not getting an X icon. Okay, maybe I can't get it. Maybe it's clipped through a wall or a hitbox. Weird. Grab the other things real quick. I believe Ghoul's Beard is a rare quality herb. I think specifically I looked at the seeds category recently and it was classified as such, so it would be nice to acquire if the game wouldn't glitch out for a second. Yeah, maybe Vasti, he's taller. Does that help? Yeah, I can't. I can't pick it up. That's dumb. Oh well. So there was a rune in here, right? I thought I saw a rune. It's probably... Yeah, there it is. It's on that thing. So, need to light up real quick. Can I jump over this wall and then come back? Is the question. Because that's the shortest path to doing this. Alright, light Veilfire. Can I get over this wall in the opposite direction now? There I go. Oh, that was pretty easy. Alright, so let's get this rune and my reward. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen. They will come for us in the night, those who would steal the words from our lips, and our God no longer rises to our defense. We claw at the walls. Now we pray for a dawn that will never arrive. Well, they had a happy fate full of good things, didn't they? A great place to live in. Got a nice 401k, a happy future, you know, stuff like that. Oh god, I almost walked directly into that waterfall. I would have been very frustrated with myself if I already screwed up again. The Temple of Dirthamen. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen. His mind which cannot think, his tongue which cannot speak, his hands which cannot touch, his ears which cannot hear, his eyes which cannot see. And thus shall our highest one be bound. He shall join us in our silence. We're very close to completing that particular quest line, the Lost Temple of Dirthamen, which is the Ruins of the Lost Temple, 6 out of 7. So we have one more rune to go. 2 more remains to go, though. So, where are the remains? I assume that I may have done something along the way here that may open a door that was earlier in the temple. That very first door. I wonder if that's open yet. But either way, we may as well pay... oh, here we go. Here's a door I haven't been through yet, as symbolized by the fact that it's not even open. Is there something important in here? I certainly hope so, because I'm running out of places to check at this point. A loot box, probably full of garbage. I find it really amusing when my character both jumps and loots at the same time, because it really highlights kind of how silly it is that jump and loot are the same button. I'm totally cool with the fact that they added a jump button to this game, which was missing in previous Dragon Age games. And frankly, people who play Western-style RPGs and are wandering around in these games, it's just a thing. People like to be able to go like, yeah, I'm jumping, I'm jumping. That's what people do when they're bored in World of Warcraft in particular. But making it the same button as like several other actions was kind of frustrating, because there we go. Oh, final rune. Runes in Lost Temple completed. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen. We will not have it. Will not have it. The secrets are madness in our ears, but they are ours. The highest one cannot take them from us. Only Dirthamen, our keeper. Only he. And if he does not take the secrets, they are ours forever. Oh. They went crazy. Ooh, Rashfine Nettle Seeds. Is that my first time ever seeing a Rashfine Nettle? I think it is. I don't think I've heard of that plant yet. I'm surprised there's still new plants. Maybe it's something you would find in the Emerald Graves and whatever the really high level zone's called. I'm forgetting it right now. But the thing that's next to Emerald Graves on the map, which I believe is where you fight off the last of the dragons, that might be where the series ultimately ends. There's a good chance I'll decide to finish the main story before I'm done with everything, just to finish it. I'll do every companion quest and romance stuff. Like I'll complete all the side story stuff I can with the party first, because I know for a fact that companion quests just stop being available once you finish the story. But I may finish the story itself before I finish all the open world stuff, because I mean, clearly you guys are psyched about me being so thorough, so it makes sense for me to do every quest in the game basically and kill all 10 dragons and be thorough like that. But because it's going to keep leveling me up to such absurd degrees, I may as well finish the story before doing all that at some point. Not sure when. Don't have that planned out, but I'll probably do it. The Lost Temple of Dirthamen. For his heart, our highest one is bound. The secret that he keeps with us. The vigil that he keeps with us. His fear will not weaken us. No one shall come, dear mentor. In our eternity, only darkness reigns. This is a fucked up temple full of fucked up creatures. So, these guys again. These guys are tedious. They just take so many years to kill. Let's try to focus on Sarah, maybe. Fuck you, I have time travel powers, basically, so I'm kind of doing bonus damage right now, and long shot. Ta-da! That's fun. That's funsies. Everyone focus on this guy, hopefully. Oh, losing camera angle. Where's the enemies at? That one. Everyone focus on this one, because if we take one of them down fast enough, the whole thing's easier. Come on. Wipe some fool out. Wipe that fool out. Backflip of awesome. Yep, that backflip of awesome was pretty awesome. Alright, so see if I can do get up the full draw off. Oh, that did not. So that the glitch didn't work. I think it only works as an I think the glitch where you get to do it more than once, though, I think that only happens outside of combat, like as your opener. That's probably why it didn't work. Either way, Sarah's a badass. Can I pick this up? Oh, there we go. I forgot that Veilfire has to be lit by a mage, or at least I think it has to be lit by a mage. I might be misremembering that, but anyone can run around with it. That's neato. Frankly, that explains the previous thing where I was talking about Vasti and and Solus both sharing one torch somehow because glitches. Path of Shadows. I assume this is where we're going to find the last remain. Oh. Oh. Okay. I looped around back to the beginning again. Interesting. Let's go to the far back door and see if it opens now. Oh wait, that was the back door. Never mind. Never mind. That was the heart. Okay, I understand what's going on here. Got a wee bit mixed up for a second there. What's going on is that, yeah, that's the door I couldn't open because of some mechanism. We came out the opposite side of it. So I suppose I'll just wander. Ooh, Rash Vine. Why not? I will partake. How are we doing on potions? We're down 3. I think it was mostly Varric. I saw him taking a lot of damage. What if I run straight ahead? That looks like a rune. Do I have that? Oh, I have that body part already. I've been there. I remember that spot. So I think we're just gonna run. I think I'm just gonna run in and pay a visit to the body part station. But I'm not sure where I'm gonna find the remaining body parts. So I'm missing one. Ears, heart. Anything gonna happen? They did kind of suggest something would happen when I put the heart here, but I don't know. Alright, one body part left to go. I'm gonna have to explore again because I must have missed some spot.